Hi, friends. It's Joni with Three Feathers Spiritual Wisdom here with your astrology video of the week. I'm actually going to start with the new moon on March 2nd, and we're going to work our way through March 5th this first week and the major or the selected astrological aspects of the week. I want to thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing these videos. I really appreciate it. And the other part of the commercial I want to mention is if you want an astrological reading, I do those. And I had a lot of them at the beginning of the year. The first 2 months this year, I had a lot of people who were interested in looking at what their stars were about for this year. And how I do that is I look at your birth chart and then I look at your birthday chart for this year, which is called a solar return. And then I see at the time of your birth date in 2022 what is activated. And that's what's going to influence you this year. Now, the your birth chart influences you all your life. So I look a little bit at that and see what is activated this year that kind of bounces off or interacts with the things in your birth chart. So if you are interested in looking at that, I would be happy to do a session with you. You can email me to start the process or book at my website below. We can do it in person if you're in Lincoln, Nebraska, because I have space at Emerald Healing Arts and Apothecary, or we can do it online. Doesn't matter, either one. I do a chart and I do a handout with notes for you. So that's something to think about if you're interested. Okay, so commercial is over. Let's dive in because it's going to be an interesting week. We've got a new moon and we've got a lot of conjunctions. And I do want to talk about Venus and Mars because I've gotten an intuitive hit while I work on this stuff. I look at where things are, and then sometimes my intuition tells me something about this stuff. So let's dive in to March 2nd. I'm actually doing this taping on March 1st, and tomorrow we have a new moon, and we have some conjunctions as well. So the new moon is at 12 degrees of Pisces, and Pisces is the last um, zodiac sign of the astrological wheel. So we are at the end of the astrology year. And when the sun on March 22nd, no, excuse me, 21st, when the sun moves into Aries, that will be the kickoff of the new astrological year. Okay, so we're kind of at the end, and even though the new moon always signals a new beginning, it's in this last house, this last sign. So again, we have another astrology aspect that implies we have this mix of closing out one cycle and starting another. This completion, an adjustment, and planting a seed and starting something new. We've had that kind of theme for many months now in different aspects and in different intuitive readings. It's just the period that we're in. We're in a major transformational shift, and it's going to last for several years. So it's kind of interesting. The other thing about the new moon is that it's involved in two other aspects. Okay, one is that it's in a sextile with Uranus, and Uranus is in Taurus. Has been in Taurus for many months, maybe more than a year now, and will be there for a few more years. I think it's in a sign for like 7 years total. So it's been in Uranus. Uranus has been in Taurus for a while, and the moon is in sextile. Uranus rules the unexpected. It rules transformation. It rules innovation. It rules electricity and lightning bolts. And so something may come up unexpectedly or change. And one of the things that might happen is that the new moon, which is in Pisces, the sign of unconditional love, psychic abilities, spiritual awakenings, and then we get Uranus, it could bring up some unexpected or new psychic abilities. Or maybe there is some psychic breakthrough or something, um, or maybe, we have weird dreams where, spirits visit us or something. Something is going to happen there that will be an opportunity that could come up unexpectedly. The other aspect that the moon is involved in, the new moon is involved in, is its the conjunction with Jupiter in Pisces. And the Jupiter is works on the expansion principle, and Jupiter in Pisces could expand the blessings around whatever it is the new you plan to plant, the new idea or the new positive intention that you plant with a new moon. Because that's the thing that you want to do with a new moon, is you want to plant a seed or set an intention. So Jupiter's there to give it good luck, because Jupiter is the planet of good luck, and Jupiter wants to give us rewards and gifts, and good fortune. So there's something there that you may want to pay attention to, and definitely set a good intention there. Something else that's happening on March 2nd is that Mercury, the planet of how we think and how we take in from information and how we communicate that information. Mercury is in Aquarius, the sign of the humanitarian, the sign that thinks about all, everyone, the greater good for all, mankind, humankind, doing what is right and doing what is just. And so Mercury is conjunct with the planet Saturn, and Saturn is also in Aquarius. Well, that makes them conjunct, and a conjunction is when two planets are right together and they are intensifying each other's energy. So they give each other a boost. So thinking in Aquarius is about thinking about the future, thinking about technology, science, research. Maybe you're doing some research about something, research about the new project that you want to do. Saturn helps ground it. Saturn is an earth type of sign. Saturn is a manifester. So it's going to ground those thoughts into possibly something that you want to manifest and building something solid, and so making it a reality. So that's something to think about with Mercury. So there's the energy there for March 2nd. Mercury conjunct with Saturn, the new moon planting positive intentions and its aspects with Uranus and Jupiter. On March 3rd, we have Mars and Venus conjunct with Pluto in Capricorn. Mars and Venus are still in Capricorn. A few days from now, they will not be in Capricorn. They'll be moving into Aquarius, which I'm going to speak about in a minute. But what does it mean when they are conjunct? Again, another conjunction. These two planets conjunct with each other. Well, technically three, but Mars and Venus are very close together, and now they're conjunct with the third planet, so they're all boosting each other's energy and intensifying it. We're going to have a bit of an intense week, I think, with energy. So Mars and Venus are about empowering, Mars and Venus with Pluto. Pluto is about death, rebirth, and transformation. So there's something here about transforming either relationships, because Mars and Venus are the lovers. That's in Greek and Roman mythology, Mars and Venus. They are the lovers. And they're together right now. And I have something that I want to talk about when we get to that next aspect regarding those two planets. So you may be taking control because Mars wants you to take control of things and push things forward. You may be taking control of some transformation that needs to happen in some of your relationships, personal relationships, business relationships, partnerships of some kind. So there's energy there about that. And definitely some empowerment issues and transformational issues and opportunities. So watch for that energy on March 3rd. The next aspect I want to talk to you about is I want you to mark this on your calendar, March 4th, which is Friday. Put a special star on that day because I want you to make a wish. You want to wish for something that you deeply desire because the sun will be conjunct with Jupiter. The sun, very positive, warm. It's about growing your development and your growth as a human being. And Jupiter there, expansion and good fortune. So the main thing though is when you make a wish, make sure your focus is on the positive. So you wish for prosperity, abundance, or you wish for love, or you wish for whatever it is, but make it put it in the positive. Put it in the positive. And the sun and Jupiter will be together bringing good fortune, and that wish could go up to the universe. So that's what I feel about that energy for the 4th. So make sure you put a gold star there. Let's talk about March 5th and Mars and Venus again, which are conjunct again. That means they're together again and boosting each other's energy, and they're the lovers. On March 5th, which is Saturday, they move into Aquarius. Aquarius, the sign of the humanitarian, the sign of humanitarian ideals, equality for all, justice for all. Everyone should be, the world should be fair to everyone. Everyone should have a chance to make their way and have a be able to stand in their authentic selves and be prosperous and safe. So they are conjunct. When they move into Aquarius, they're going to be conjunct at the 0 degree point, which is a critical degree point, means their energy is boosted again. So they're conjunct, which is boosting each other. They're going to be on a critical degree point as they enter together in Aquarius on the 0 degree point, an extra boost. Mars is going to push forward energy about the humanitarian ideals. The other thing about this is there, and this is where my intuition was coming in. I believe Mars and Venus have been together for a while, and the reason is they've been so close together and conjunct at many points so far over the last month is because Venus was retrograde for a while. And so but I really think it is fate or destiny that they're meant to be together because I see them as the balance of the masculine and the feminine, the aggression and the receptive. And I really think that they're meant to show us something, or they're meant to catalyze some sort of energy about the balance of the feminine and the masculine in all of us, or the balance and the acceptance of the light and the dark that is in all of us. We have the light and we have a shadow, our wounds, and we have to love both. And we have to accept both. And we have to accept both the masculine and feminine in us. And you have to admit, our world has been off kilter for a while. And it's been off kilter in the masculine way, in an aggressive way. And actually, if you see what's going on right now, if if you're not living in a cave and you know that there is a war going on at some point, and there's probably several wars in the world, but there's one that's quite prominently focused on our television sets right now. The masculine energy, the aggressive energy, is out of whack. Now, we need the masculine energy, but we need it balanced with the feminine. And I really, my claircognizance is really telling me there is a reason why Mars and Venus have been conjunct and been together, and they continue to be together. It's to show us that we need balance. We need balance of all those things. So, it's fascinating to me. So on March 5th, they are moving, thankfully, out of Capricorn because Venus has been in Capricorn a long time. And I actually really like them in Aquarius because I feel like we need more energy in Aquarius, which is about thinking of all of us. We need to bring um, a new humanitarian, unconditional love and caring for each other as a prominent thing in the world. And that's my own opinion. Maybe you don't agree with me on that. That's fine. But I really like them in Aquarius right now as they go into it on March 5th. And I hope that that they teach us all something very interesting about balance. So that's what I have for you for the astrology of the week. And I hope that makes some sense for you. And if you would like a reading again, contact me below. And I'm wishing you many blessings and have a wonderful week.